says we are live. So I am Rivers, and I have Jackson in the house with me. Right now I'm trying to pull up YouTube to see if I am live. There it is.
I just got a message you went live.
Yeah. So we are good. So tonight I just wanted to talk real quick about D&D. New Year's Eve. Not a whole lot going on. I got the week off, so I figured I would go ahead and do a live stream. Gonna play some 5th edition, and I have my book here, and I think I'm gonna go with the Bard Halfling. Was it Lightfoot or whatever? But because they get to re-roll the ones, and they get the lucky. I guess it would considered kind of like a lucky feat.
Yeah, the
yeah.
lucky's kind of cool.
Yeah. So that, and they're stealthy, and they can hide behind a medium-sized creature. Now, my stats aren't that great. We had to do kind of a weird.
You rolled them.
No, it was a weird point buy. We only got 18 points, so that explains some of my low roll, some of my low abilities. Now I maxed out at 16 on my charisma because I'm a bard. So I got I did a 13 plus I got 3 for being the halfling, and being a criminal I got 1. So I ended up with 16 as a criminal. The rule set we're playing under isn't straight out of the book. Okay, it's homebrewed rules, and they're difficult to grasp sometimes. But I just tell you my scores. I got a 16 in charisma, which I thought was pretty good. I got a 15 in dexterity, which I thought was pretty good. Then I got a 12 in constitution, which I thought was kind of low, but what are you going to do? And then intelligence and wisdom, I got a 10. And then for strength, I did a 9, which is a -1, which I'm not real happy about. But I had enough money. I bought a mount, a mastiff mount. So guess what? All my stuff's going to be on the dog. I'm not going to carry much. My backpack and everything will be on there, and I'll just take what I absolutely need to go adventuring. So, but that's where I'm at. I don't know if you can help me out a little bit there, because like I said, I've never played a bard in 5e. I've only ever played a ranger, a cleric, a fighter, and barbarian. So mostly easy classes, except for the cleric, which I technically never really played. I just made it, but it was a really nice build. So because I rolled that one.
One thing I find funny is a lot of people here make characters, and it's like set to make sure that nobody has any high rolls.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not like you can go really, really high in 5th edition. They stop you at 20, basically.
Right.
But I find it funny because if you're supposed to be heroes, then why are you schmucks? I mean,
exactly.
Like I was talking to Jim Ward about it one time. He said you should be great, not
mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I always let when I DM, I let the characters be heroes. And if you get an 18 and a 17, a 16, and your lowest score is a 10, great. You're not going to be a schmuck. So,
well, if you remember back in the day, I rolled really crappy for a couple of abilities I had on Chaz, and you let me put him in physical training to at least get them from like 9s to 12s. Like which
Yeah.
really helped because actually I think I had an 8 in intelligence, and it was a horrible roll. But
yeah, see, I've modified my DMing style, and what I do is I give you a 4d6, drop the lowest, and you roll those. You get 6 stats. If they look crappy, I'll tell you to re-roll them, and re-roll ones and maybe ones and twos, depending on how bad you're rolling. So I want heroes. I don't want schmucks, because my games, my monsters are heroes too. They come out and they will mess you up, and if you're a mediocre guy, you're going to get swatted down quickly. So
I've played very little 5th edition,
yeah,
and mostly I play with Kepler,
yeah,
and he goes by what they say is a good, strong encounter. And truthfully, I haven't had one of those strong encounters where at least 2 of the characters haven't dropped to dying. And it's like, it's like, well, this is supposed to be a fight that's set for you, and it's like, wow. So I can only imagine, because I don't have crappy stats or abilities on those characters.
right.
I kind of, I still hold more love towards 3.5, but
Oh yeah, 3 to me 3.5 is the gold standard. I know I'm going to catch some hate for saying that, but the 5e is getting there. Hey Zero, how you doing? 5e is a game I thought that brought people into D&D, and it made it a mainstream game. The math is a lot easier. To get ready to play is a lot easier. But with the new books that are coming out every year or every 6 months or whatever it is, they're adding some depth and character to the game too. So I got to give them credit for that. Now they still don't have the plethora of books that 3.5 did.
well, from what I hear, they don't ever want to have the plethora of books.
Yeah, because it did get convoluted with a lot of the 3.5 books. You had to go digging for, you got a player that's studied some of the books or digging through the books and found some weird stuff, and you're like, gee, I never heard of that. So you got to go find it. So,
well, the thing is, I agree. Like, one of the things I love about 3.5 is prestige classes, but I'm not going to lie, having that built into the class does make it a lot simpler.
yeah.
And so it's nice because in all honesty, 3.5 with the ability to jump into one prestige, then another got really, really powerful.
Right. Yeah, and that's, it's, I haven't played enough 5e to say how powerful you can get with 5e. So, but I know that a lot of people say that the characters are overpowered in 5e. Every game I've played, I didn't find that to be the case so far. I played at conventions, and I played a ranger now, which I know a lot of people think rangers are crappy in 5e until Tasha's came out. But I played a ranger, and I died in the first combat. And I did my 3 death saves. I rolled a 1 on one of them, so I died. And the DM's like, we can't do that. It's a convention game. I'm not going to have you sit here for 3 hours and do nothing. So he brought me back. And I've found it can be deadly. And I think it's harder for the DM to find that sweet spot to where it's not a cakewalk and it's not a total party kill. So
yeah, and like the one game I played at the convention I went with, that we went to, I played a fighter who I think it was the champion.
Yeah.
And, I've seen recently people talking about how that not a horrible option, but it kind of sucks because we were real low level. I was only like level 4, and the great ability I get is my crit range is 19-20.
Yeah.
I never rolled a 19, let alone a 20. So it was like, ooh, I got nothing.
Yeah.
I was kind of useless as the fighter in that group, which is kind of weird to me because I was, I think, a Goliath.
Oh.
Really strong, really built, powerful character, and I was just slowly beating on things,
Oh.
getting beat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Convention games are tough too because I think it really makes it tough for the DM. They've got to play test that a couple times before they do it, and if they don't, then it can be a total party kill or it can be a walk, cakewalk for the guys. Zero says he only usually allows one prestige class per character. I can understand that. Prestige classes are exceptional.
Well, I'll ask this though, Zero. Have you played Epic?
Yeah, epic
Because
level.
do you do Epic Prestige?
Ooh, yeah, that would be tough. Yeah, because a lot of the prestige classes end at 10th level.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they did in the Epic book bump up the 10 levels to like how you could add on
to the prestige classes. He's run epic classes. He has, and he run epic classes as well. Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done is gotten to run epic adventures. I have the epic handbook, and Justin from Game On or Triathlete. Hey, how you doing? I never got to actually run it in an epic setting because we get to about 20th level and the party got so big or so powerful it just became tough to do it. And this time I was under time restraints, so we got to 17th level with a party of 11, and I had to bow out as a DM. Cujo, Overboard DM, how you doing?
I ran Epic campaign, and
Yeah.
we played Epic for a while. I mean, I hit 35th level, and it's kind of hard because sometimes the fights are just you're so powerful that you can wipe out anything real quick. So it's kind of like taking the slow beat down, and you have to hit them with something to where they have to stop using all their spells, and because that's really the big thing when you're epic casting. Oh my god, I loved epic spells. I made a couple of my own.
Yeah, that's what they kind of encouraged was to build your own spells. Brutus Hobbies, how you doing? Glad to see I got some people coming in from the Tabletop Dungeoneers Discord group. So I'll give them a little plug right there. So if you haven't checked it out, please do. If you go to any of my videos that I have posted, at the bottom of the doobly-doo down below, it has the Discord channel and an invite that's open. So you can follow that to that link to the Discord page. So, but yeah, getting back to 5th edition though, I guess it caps out at 20th level. They haven't done anything above that yet.
But I do have 2 different epic level handbooks. If you're ever interested, 2 different companies.
Oh, you mean third party?
Yep.
Well, that would be interesting. Yeah, I'm hoping to play some and get some experience. and maybe in a year or two I'll switch over to 5th edition DMing. So, but yeah, the game I'm supposed to be starting next month. Like I said, I'm going to be starting off as I believe a first level, a halfling bard. I haven't picked a college yet because you don't really need one till 3rd level. But I did pick a background which is going to be criminal because we don't have a thief or a rogue in the party. So I'm going to kind of pick that up. And the way the house rules are, it's the best option, I think, anyway, because it gives me a +1 to charisma, +1 to dexterity. So, and I've got some pretty crappy attributes, I think, but I'm gonna work with it and go with it what I can and do what I can. So we're gonna have our session 0 in January, and then we'll start getting together and playing. So we'll see how that goes.
I can't remember which, but one of the colleges, if you want to cast more, actually gives you access to spells outside of the bard's list every once in a while.
Yeah, I saw that. I want to say scholar, but I'm not positive.
I think it's lore.
Or lore, yeah. Yeah.
Because I don't think you really need to put much into your combat. Like physical fighting, you have enough fighters.
Yeah, we have 3 fighter classes and a cleric, a druid, me as the bard, and a sorcerer. So I think that's all of us, 7 of us. But yeah, hey triathlete, how you doing? Coming back. But yeah, the bard, I don't want to get into melee with him because I get a -1 on my to hit, or well, no, not.
Well, if you use finesse
damage, yeah. Maybe I should switch the longsword out for a rapier
or a scimitar. I think both.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with scimitars, especially in 5e. But yeah,
I don't have a lot of experience with anything in 5e.
But I would like to find something to give me, my dex bonus to hit rather than my strength, because my strength is a -1. So
well, the thing is finesse weapons, pretty sure, give your damage to your dex also.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that would be cool. I'll have to look into that because, like I said, I'm still in the building process. I got a character sheet printed out, but I can change that. Little pen and paper. But yeah, I'm real interested in seeing how this goes for us, and I think we'll know on the first encounter how bad it's going to be or not. Because one of the quotes in the bottom of the email was, the party may have to run from encounters, and I'm thinking, great. It's like first level, yeah, I don't want to fight a beholder at first level, so yeah, I'm definitely going to run. So I don't know what he has planned, but
first level, almost anything kick your butt.
Yeah, except for maybe rats. And even
I don't know. You get a whole swarm, a bunch
of
swarms of
them. Yeah, so that's it'll be interesting until we get to, I think, 3rd or 4th level before you become substantial enough to not get wiped out totally.
Yeah, it's homebrew.
Question from Triathlete. Yeah, it is homebrew. The homebrew is the World of Calamar, which is from 3rd edition. And there's a whole bunch of homebrew stuff. The only books we're using are the Players, Xanathar's Guide, and Sword Coast, whatever that's called, Sword Coast something or other.
Adventures.
Yeah, Sword Coast Adventures.
Yeah.
Those are the only 3 books we can pull from. Then he has some homebrew stats too. So, but I'm sticking mainly to the Players. I have I do have the other 2 books on my laptop, and but I have the players here. I have an actual book which I really like. I do have the other books on wish list, so I'm hoping I'll get those for either the group Christmas or my birthday. So we'll see what happens.
You said you played a couple different classes. What one did you like?
Which one I like the most? I think just for playing without thinking, it would have to be Barbarian because it was a 5th or 6th level Barbarian, and I could rage 2 or 3 times between long rest, and it was nice because this guy was beefy and he could hit hard, and I enjoyed it because I didn't have to think a whole lot, and it was kind of a convention game, and I don't want to think when I go to conventions. I've been DMing so long that when I go to conventions, I just go to play, and I just want to go out, hack and slash. Yeah, fighter, barbarian, whatever. Yeah, Triathlete says the Sword Coast Guide or Sword Coast Adventurers Guide and the Xanathar. So, yes, Xanathars then, huh? Pretty much, yeah, because Sword Coast didn't offer a whole lot, I don't think, unless you wanted to be a sailor or something. So, but yeah, Xanathars had some stuff for a bard anyway. So, but like I said, I'll probably stick with mainly out of the players, unless I don't know. We'll see how things go. But if we get to 3rd level, and how what the party needs. So, because I think with a druid, a cleric, and a sorcerer,
you got all the spells covered.
Yeah, I think we have the spellcasters going, and then with we're gonna have a samurai, a fighter with a pole arm, and then a arcane archer.
Yeah, the pole arm is going to be a battle.
Yeah. So yeah, what was that, Battle Master?
Yeah, I think so, because he wants to try all the different. I kind of wish that what's in the Battle Master was kind of the base of all fighters. Learning the different things, because, like, to me, disarming and all that's what makes a fighter.
Right.
And you don't need as many ability point bonuses.
Yeah. Yep. Cavalier, I'd assume. I'm not sure what Triathlete's trying to say there, Cavalier. If you could clarify that for me. I don't know whether you're talking about the samurai, but the samurai apparently it's going to be a homebrew thing too. So I don't know if there is
actually, yeah, that has to be homebrew because you can't start as a samurai. You can pick samurai. It's from, I think, Xanathar.
Okay. Oh, Cavaliers are best with pole arms. I didn't know there was a Cavalier class. Is that a subclass of the fighter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know they were the best.
Yeah.
Cavalier in 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5 was a prestige class. Now in AD&D, they came out with Cavalier, I believe, in the Unearthed Arcana.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember my Cavalier.
Yeah, vaguely. And that's what I mean. The Cavalier, I thought the Cavalier was pretty cool in 1st edition. And it was kind of like a paladin without having to be a total goody two-shoes. That's the way I looked at it.
I think he got a lot of ability score bonuses. Like, I think he got stronger and stuff as he leveled.
Right. Well, I think you had to be. You had to have a certain strength, certain dex, certain con. Kind of like the Ranger back in first edition.
Yeah, I liked the Cavalier, the Ranger, and the Barbarian a lot.
Yeah. And I think 2 out of those 3 came out of the Unearthed Arcana.
I think. Didn't
Maybe. I'd have to look at my
the
players.
same with the Thief Acrobat.
Yeah, that was out of the Unearthed.
Yeah, 18 double.
Yeah, 18 double out. Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, first edition, that's one thing I missed with 2020 with no conventions is I did not get to play any first edition games this year. Because there's a guy that runs them, Sean Dry. I don't know where he's from, but when I go into Michigan or when I went to Ohio, he would be at the cons, and I could usually get in 1 or 2 of his games. And he ran the first edition module in 3 parts. There was the first, second, and third part, and I think last year, in 2019, at UConn, I ran all 3 parts. I'm not positive.
Yeah, you did.
But yeah, I sat.
You
I
sat there all day.
Yeah, I was at his table all day, and I did pretty good. I think I only died twice, so which is pretty amazing for his table.
Yeah, because it's death real fast. I died twice in just 1 game.
Yeah, it's tough. First edition was a real meat grinder. So
I don't remember the Samurai in second edition. Huh.
I don't either.
Must have been in one of those kit books.
Yeah, Skelthorn 45. Welcome. Yeah, I don't remember second edition very well at all.
We didn't really play it. I mean, you used some things from it and stayed in first. But I played a good bit of second.
Yeah, I don't remember playing second so much. I remember getting information from second and using it in first, like you said. And I think second edition was about the time I had kids, and I couldn't play D&D anymore because I had too many other things going on at home, and it became a real bummer for about 13 years as far as the gaming portion of my life. So, but now I have one of my sons plays with me on D&D regularly, and the other one will play every once in a while. So that's gotten better. And like I said, I enjoy going to conventions, and my youngest son will go with me, and we'll usually try and get 2 or 3 games together. But he's really big into Star Wars too, so he does the X-Wing, and there's another I can't think of the game.
The tabletop, or
the tabletop,
like the RPG or the battles.
Well, the RPG, the battle is X-Wing, and
the RPG is the one. Oh crap! I forget the name.
Yeah, it has the funky dice.
Yeah. I don't know. I've not given that a try. I just scared of it to try it.
It's a fun game. I've played it. I don't understand the dice. I have to have him interpret them for me. But it's a fun game. I mean, it's a nice role playing game. So if you ever get a chance to play it, I got to look that up because it's bugging me. Age of Rebellion, I think, is one of the books out of it.
Yeah. Well, like they're set up where like one book has Jedi and Force users, so if you don't have that book, you don't play one.
Right.
And another one has like the scoundrel types.
Yeah, and I wish I could remember what it's called. That's bugging me. But it's here we go. Fantasy Flight Games. Fantasy Flight Games is the one that makes it.
The Edge of something.
Yeah, the Edge of the Empire is I think the one you were talking about, and Force and Destiny is the other one.
That's the one with Jedi, right?
Right. And here they are. The Age of the Rebellion, Force and Destiny, and Edge of the Empire. And they have a beginner's kit. But they're all from who did I say it was?
Fantasy Flight.
Fantasy Flight Games, yeah. FFG. And they're good games. I mean, like I said, I don't understand the dice, but they are a really good game, I think, for role playing. Hate Save or Die is in the house. How you doing? Yeah, because like I said, I really enjoy playing different games, and I want to play the Call of Cthulhu. I got the starter set, haven't opened it yet, but I'd like to play it instead of running it. So we'll see if we can do that. Almighty N, how you doing? Hate Jackson is an old friend of mine. He stops by to give me some support on the chats. If you go back to some of my older chats, he's in those. So yeah, Zero, I agree. I can't wait to play Call of Cthulhu. I've heard so much about it, and this year I was going to sign up for them at the different conventions I was going to. I was going to sign up for the Call of Cthulhu games, but they never happened, obviously. So we'll see if 2021 can bring back the conventions, or we'll see what happens. Yeah, Justin, I hear it's a good game. Yeah, Jackson, they want you to join the Discord. So
okay.
Yeah, you got an open invite. Yeah. Yeah, Almighty N. I like I said, I haven't opened the starter kit, but I think it's cool. So I think it'll be a good game. Like I said, I'd like to play it before I GM it. I don't want to have to GM. Yeah. Well, I'd like to play a game of Call of Cthulhu just to see what it's all about.
I haven't played Cthulhu in years. Oh my god, it's almost 20 years.
Yeah, so that's, and I think, what is it, 7th edition is what they're in now. But yeah, the Call of Cthulhu looks like a really cool game. It kind of reminds me, from what I've heard of it, of the Palladium game, Beyond the Supernatural. Yeah. I don't know if anybody's ever played that, but that's an older game, and yeah, 7th edition. And it's an older game, and I had a great GM for it, and I really enjoyed the game. It's great role playing, and I really got into the game.
I'd probably mess you up with how many different RPGs I've played.
Yeah.
I've played everything from Palladium. Everything. Yeah. I even ran Nightbane for a while when it first came out.
I never even heard of that one.
Well, it was originally called Nightspawn, and then Todd sued them, so they had to change the name to Nightbane. Then into a legal battle. But also, I played a lot of Shadowrun.
Okay.
Of course, I played tons of White Wolf games: Vampire, Wraith, Mage, Werewolf.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoy playing games. The Rifts, I played that a few times at conventions, and I don't know whether it's just a GM or what, but we always had a good time with that.
The only thing about Rifts is balance is really not there.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't have to experience that because, like I said, it was, I don't know whether it was the GM or what, but he really had it down pat where we didn't get totally killed and we didn't have a cakewalk either. So
I had a character that was a Cosmic Knight. I bet you probably never even heard of it. Most
no.
DMs would not let it. It's in the one space. I forget what it is, but the thing about a Cosmic Knight, it's basically Superman
Oh,
with
nice.
armor that magically just appears. So you know
Jeez.
how there's MDC? I had an MDC body of like 400, armor of like another 500, and I could
Oh,
create a 5,000 MDC shield.
jeez.
That's
Yeah, I could see that being illegal.
that's why I say it's kind of crazy. Shadowrun, I have not played the newer versions. I played, I think, second edition the
Yeah.
last time I played it, and that's actually a picture that a friend of mine on DeviantArt made for me. It's for my character that I RP'd in the RP chat, known as Varix.
There you go.
It was a Star Wars thing. So, yes, he's Chiss.
Yeah, like I said, I really would like to try Call of Cthulhu sometime. So if we can ever get a game going with that, Justin, let me know. I will definitely try and open up my schedule for a game. So let's see, where we at? Holy crap, we're at 36 minutes into this. So you see the meme in Discord. Which meme are you talking about, Triathlete?
Well, since I'm going to guess you all game a lot, if you play 5th edition, do you start at first level? Or do you start a little bit higher? Or even in 3rd edition? Because I find that starting at first level after a while kind of got to be to the point, nah. And I always start at 3rd.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't done a 5e campaign, which is what this is supposed to be. So I think it'll be very interesting. So yeah, I agree. 0. A sub. Oh man. So I would definitely like to play Call of Cthulhu. So, but it's been 37 minutes now, and it's getting somewhat drawn out here, and I don't have much more to say. Anybody else got anything to say? So, but let's see what we got here. Definitely started with 3rd level there. Yeah. Kepler, you're up still.
Wait a second. You're running a 5th edition game for him. What are you talking about? You've
Me?
already played together. Yeah,
Oh,
you playing Nodar.
yeah. I think what he's saying is he's looking forward to playing a character too,
Yeah.
alongside of me. But yeah,
How long
I
has it
think
been since you played at that table?
well, let's see, at least 4 years. Yeah,
That's
I
how
can't
long the
believe you're
last
still.
campaign was?
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago. And yeah, Kepler, what time you got to get up in the morning?
Oh, he doesn't go to bed early.
Oh,
He's up
I know.
later than me. Crazy.
I know, he's crazy. So, but I'm glad everybody can join me tonight. Jackson, I'm glad you could join me. So, Glad everybody showed up tonight and throwing questions out there and keeping us busy. But Jackson, you got anything else to say? Because I'm going to cut it out of here.
No, I mean, I could talk about a ton of things, but we kind of covered all the
nitty gritty.
Well, I mean, we kind of went way off what you started.
Yeah, we did.
But
yeah, Kepler's got to get up at 2:30 a.m. He's crazy. You better go to bed, Kepler. I'm gonna tell your wife. So, but anyway, guys, thanks for joining us tonight, and I really appreciate everybody coming out and watching. And if you're watching on a rerun, thanks for joining us. And don't forget
tomorrow.
What's that?
Zero's Hobby just said I should join tomorrow's stream. So just was wondering when it is.
Live stream tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, ain't it? Is that New Year's Eve? Or no, that's Wednesday. Never mind. I don't know what day it is. I'm on vacation.
10 p.m.
Yeah.
Central.
Yeah, 10 p.m. Central. Yeah, so it's 11
o'clock. Oh, God.
Yeah.
I get up 6 a.m. I'll be there at first, but I might pass out.
Yeah, I agree, Zero. I will definitely try and be there early and then jump out of there early. So, you got to go back to work tomorrow night. Sorry to hear about Cujo. Yeah, so Jackson, get over to the Discord group, sign up, because that's where Zero sends out a notification and you get a link for the stream tomorrow night. So check that out. And like I said, if you're watching on the rerun, and if anybody out there now live, don't forget 100 subscribers. I'm gonna do a giveaway. So throwing that out there, just a little reminder. So, but thanks for joining me tonight, guys, and y'all have a good game.